So it has rained for the past 2 days, and I am going to try. It's my first day out and back into the garden after it rained, after I planted all those seeds. I just checked on the beds and I don't see any sprouting, but the soil level has come down like probably about 1 inch, which is really good. I bought this. It's called like edge control. I think it's like border, like the no dig border, and it's about, I want to say 2 inches high. And I'm going to try and lay that down to keep the soil in. I had said that maybe I would try cinder blocks, but when I was looking it up, the nearest like Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace, anything like that that sells cinder blocks, Walmart, is all in the city. And when I looked at how many I would need, it would probably be about 70. And when I was looking at prices, it seemed like it would come up to probably just under $200 to fill this all with cinder blocks. So I'm going to try this option because it was a lot cheaper, and see if I can border this bed with about 2 inches. Let's see, I just took it out, so it would be about this high. See if I can border this, and if I can, that would be awesome, because this was a much cheaper option. As soon as I started putting this edging out, I knew it was going to work, and I was so happy about it because I had been trying to think of a solution for this in-ground bed to keep the soil from washing away, and this was perfect. It was so easy to put down, and now I don't have to worry about the soil washing away, and it was no dig, no lifting heavy cinder blocks, just no back-breaking labor, which I was very happy about. Right now, I only had one to lay down on one side, and I believe I ordered 40 feet because I assumed this was 40 feet because when I first started, it was 32 feet, and then I made it 8 feet longer, or tried to, I guess, guesstimated, because I was using cattle panels. So at first there was 3 cattle panels or 2 cattle panels, and the cattle panels are 16 feet each, which would make it 32, and then I wanted to add in another half a cattle panel. So I thought this was 40 feet. That's what I ordered, was 40 feet, and I think I ordered 3 of them. This was just one 40 feet. I have to check the mail and see when, or my the tracking, and see when the other ones are coming, because this just only filled one side, but I think it's gonna work. It is about the 2 inches high, and right now some spots are higher than the border, but if I was to even this out, especially when I get the other side and just make it completely flat, I think this should work out perfectly, and then just make it exactly 2 feet high. It isn't exactly straight, and I'm completely fine with that. I just kind of kicked it in the spots that are still jiggly. I will add some more of the landscaping stakes, but I just went across where the soil was. This is all the garlic that is sprouting up. This is elephant garlic, and I did it all the way down, and it ended right here where this T-post was at, and that is exactly a 40 feet. And when I get my other ones, I guess I can loop around, because I think I ordered 3. For some reason, when I check my order and I only ordered 2, I will just use the cinder blocks, because I do have 2 cinder blocks up there, one on each end of the bed, and then just have each side with the, what is this called? This is called landscaping something that I can't remember. Border, no dig border, I think is what it's called. So I just checked my order, and it actually says that both of them, I ordered 2, was supposed to come at the same time, and that's not what happened. So I just requested for a refund, and I think I'm gonna actually just try and go to the store and see if I could, because I want this to be done right now. So see if I can find another one. And if I cannot, then I'll just order the second one again and wait for it to come, because I think this is going to be a really good option. And while I'm out, I'm thinking about picking up some soil, just because some places the garlic is not completely covered, that is resprouting, just because the soil has washed away so bad. And then some spots are really, really good. It's mostly going towards the back that the soil has washed away, because that's where the low spot is. So I'm going to pick up just some bag soil. I'm not going to pick up bulk compost because I don't feel like digging that. But I'm going to pick up some bag soil, see if I can find another no dig edge so that I can finish this project, and I'll be back. I went to go pick up another one. So this one is 60 feet. So I won't have to use the cinder blocks on the edge. If I would have ordered this right now, I saw that on Amazon was having a sale on the 100-foot no dig for $40. So technically I could have done this whole area if I would have seen that for $40, but right now it's basically costing me double, because I had to get this name brand from the store, and it's only 60 feet plus the 40 feet that I already had, and I think I paid $40 for that. And then this 60 feet in the store was like $45. So don't do a mistake like I do. Check Amazon and see if they're having a sale, because I could have done this for $40, but now I'm up to about $90, which is really so sad, but whatever, it's working, and I'm just happy to have this done. And it still costs cheaper. It still costs cheaper than getting the cinder blocks. The cinder blocks would have been like a little less than $200, and I would have had to have Aiden bring out each cinder block, because although I can move them, getting them from the truck, and I don't even know, we would have to bring our flatbed trailer to pick up 70 cinder blocks, and nobody wants to load 70 cinder blocks and then have to unload them into the garden area. So all that was factors. But let me go ahead and get this other side done. Once I got the other side done, I just took my rake and then just started trying to spread out the soil to see where I had high spots and see where needed some bag soil, because I did end up picking up 3 bags of raised bed potting mix to add to this bed, but I wanted to see which spots needed it before I went and picked it up. That soil was so heavy because it's rained for past 2 days and it's been sitting out, and but I did pick it up and was able to spread it out. Guys, this looks so good. I'm so happy about it. Once I added soil down and leveled it out, it looks amazing. So one side is 2 inches and the other side is 1.5 inches. So this first side that I first did was 2 inches, and then the ones that I bought on the other side was 1.5 inches. But the water and the soil always goes this way, so I'm fine with it being 1/2 inch higher on the outer side, because that's where the water drains. And you can't even tell from the video, but it looks amazing. And now there's like a little mini raised bed, which is what I wanted to keep it, an in-ground bed. I just added soil on top. This is a no dig bed. So when I first planted it, it just had cardboard and then soil on top. And now you can see I added the soil in and spread it out so it's completely even. I even saw a bell pepper that I guess wasn't affected by the freeze because it's growing back. I was thinking about leaving it there. And all of the garlic's covered, and it looks great. I am getting this garden done little by little right now in the fall when it's 50-60 degree weather, so I will be ready for springtime. The last thing that I'll have to do here is add the netting. I took down the cattle panels in the springtime because, like I said, I did add in another T-post, another 8 feet, and I wanted to add in the netting I had, tomato netting, because I'm going to keep this every year to grow my cherry tomatoes. And I've watched other people's videos like Haas Tools where they use the tomato netting as well for their cherry tomatoes, because they're not there's a kitten down here. They've used tomato netting for their cherry tomatoes as well, because it's not as heavy as like a beef steak. And so I still have wasn't able to put it up this past spring just with life and everything, but I'm gonna get all of that stuff done now so that when the springtime comes, then I don't have a lot of gardening like fixing up to do. I just have to worry about maintaining, planting my garden. So the same thing with the cattle panels. I did remove a lot of the cattle panels, and I will take down some because a lot of them are hoop right now, and with us changing the design of those beds, a lot of them I am going to put them flat, and that's where I'm going to plant tomatoes at. So just rethinking design now to save me a step in the springtime. And then with like arches like this, where I had 2 arches, I'm just going to add a third, which is already there. I just have to, or my son has to add in a third, and then we will complete and have a whole tunnel right here with 3 cattle panels. You can see all of the beds. This is where I planted the onions, and it is, you can tell it's dropped probably an inch. The oregano that we dug out is looking good, and that's dropped down quite a bit because it was over. It was like over in some spots, and you can see it's dropped down. This has also dropped down. Nothing has sprouted, but the soil is still moist. I'm really happy about my roses. Those roses have been planted there for 2 seasons now, 2 springs, but the goats ate them 1 or 2 times, I think 2 times, which is why they're not that tall. But I'm hoping with some fertilizer this season and really taking care of them and not letting the goats get to them, that this year I can really get some. I've seen them bloom. I just want to get them going up high and beautiful because the roses are beautiful and they're thornless. I just need to save them from the goats this spring and summer so that I can really see some great growth. Now that we've gotten one more thing off of my list to do in the garden, I'm going to head in because I am cold now and I can't find my sweater. This weather, the South Carolina weather, it's hot, it's cold. And I will have to see you guys next time. Bye.